Yeah. They're on. Yeah. Well, good to go, I think. Oh no, I need a joke. I ain't got a joke. It's fine. I'll come up with one as I'm talking. It's all good. It's fine. Let's get on with the show. Hello, here we are guys, back with another video. Today's video is all about gym anxiety. So as of recording, gyms have been open exactly a week now. Some people have absolutely loved being back at the gym, have just been dying to get back in there, chomping at the bit to get back in there, to smash those workouts, to get back to where they used to be before lockdown. However, it's very apparent, speaking to a lot of people, looking online, that some people are nervous and anxious about going back to the gym, and rightly so. You know, it's perfectly fine to feel that way. There's a lot going on right now, still a lot of uncertainty in the world, and it's only normal to be anxious. There's a lot of reasons why people can be anxious as well. Some of them could be related to the pandemic, so people might be worried about going back into an indoor space where there's quite a few people, potentially could be crowded. People might be worried about sort of the hygiene of the gym and sanitation, like are people actually cleaning their equipment when they've used it? Is everything being sanitised regularly? Are people wearing masks or not? Are people actually keeping the distance? You know, these are all legitimate worries that people have, and you know, again, perfectly normal to worry about these things or feel anxious about these things. It's also quite apparent that some people might be have some anxious feelings about themselves as well. Maybe a bit of low self-esteem, a bit of confidence is lacking. You know, we've spent so much time out of the gym, our strength is going to be down, our cardiovascular fitness is going to be down, just basically our overall fitness for some people might be starting from, well, feel like they're starting from square one again if they've not been exercising for the last few months. People also might be worried about how others are going to see them as well, which is, again, completely normal. I think even before these times, that's quite a normal worry for people to have. Are people going to be looking at you and laughing? I mean, look at that person, clearly doesn't know what he's doing. People might be feeling bad about themselves if they put on weight, feeling like they're going to be judged by others, especially if others have been continuing to work out through lockdown, they've come back in the gym, and it's almost looked like they've just, you know, carried on as normal right where they left off. It's like nothing's changed for them, so there's always going to be them comparisons there for some people to make, which is, you know, obviously not what we want, but it's a legitimate reason as to why people might feel anxious. So with all that being said, there are 10 ways in which you can reduce your feelings of anxiety for getting back to the gym. Okay, so number one is something you can do before you're even in the gym. Write your plan down, write your workout down. You know, have it down on a piece of paper or in your phone. There are some apps that, like, basically training apps, gym apps, where you can log your workouts, what exercise you're going to do, sets, reps, timings, you know, whatever, everything. And this can really help to, like, channel your focus, go in there, you know exactly what you're doing, you're not going to be worrying about much else. You know, it's sort of one of them things where you're always more worried or feeling anxious about things that you're not sure of or things that you don't know how to do. So if you can plan ahead, if you can walk in there knowing exactly what you're going to do, that's going to reduce some feelings of anxiety because you're going to be in control, you're going to know exactly what you're doing, you can just get on with it straight away. Okay, number two. So this is a very obvious one. Some people might not listen to this, or probably just go in thinking we can smash it straight away, really heavy weights. We're probably going to run the risk of injury and whatnot. So an obvious one, but start really simple, start easy. You know, you're just going to have to sort of acknowledge the fact that you are going to have a loss of strength, you are going to have a loss of fitness, you know, flexibility, agility, range of motion, whatever it may be. You're probably going to be lacking in a few areas compared to a few months ago, a year ago, whatever. So the best thing to do is just sort of acknowledge that, try and accept it best you can. Yes, it sucks. It's just annoying when you got to keep starting from like the beginning. over and over again. You feel like you're just getting somewhere. And over here in the UK, we've had 3 lockdowns now. You know, it's annoying when you have to keep going back to square one all the time, but in the long run, it's going to pay off. So start easy. Make sure you can do the movements properly. Make sure you can do everything properly. Work on your form. Make sure everything's as safe as possible. And then, you know, you'll probably be surprised how quickly your body adapts again, pick things up. Especially if you've already, you know, done a certain weight before, and you need to build back up to that again. Like, you know that previously you've been able to do that weight. You're going to feel more confident about building back up to where you were, because you know in your mind that you can already do it. Like, well, you've done it before, so you'll be able to do it again. So hopefully that will ease some feelings of anxiety as well, especially if they are sort of performance-based. Like, you know, you're just a bit down and worried that you won't be able to do what you used to do. But at least you can take some, you know, comfort in the fact that you've done it once, you can probably do it again. But yeah, it's just about building back up to that, starting really easy, make sure you don't injure yourself, and yeah, you probably will be surprised how quickly your body adapts, you pick it back up, especially if you stay consistent. That's the main thing, stay consistent above all else. But yeah, you'll definitely get there in time. So number 3, again, something you can do before you even get in the gym to help reduce those feelings of anxiety. Now, edit your playlist, look at your playlist, look at your music, change it up a bit if you're bored of the same old songs. You know, add some new songs, change things out a bit. You'll be surprised how motivating that is. If you're like me, I'm sure most people are the same. You know, you listen to the same few songs over and over again, so ones you really like. Quite often the same song on repeat quite a few times in a row, and then you move on to the next song, especially if it's, you know, something that gets the blood pumping, really motivating, whatever that type of music is for you, you know, whether it's metal or dance music, you know, whatever. So yeah, have a play around with your music playlist, update it, make sure you've got some songs on there that you really enjoy listening to, and that really, you know, get your spirits raised. It will help loads. Okay, so number 4, this is one that is sort of, it's always given as advice, like no matter who you are in a gym, and it's a lot easier said than done, but as much as you can, just try to focus on yourself. Try not to worry about what other people are doing, or, you know, what other people may be thinking of you. And it's especially for someone who's new to the gym, or never used a gym before, never really been interested in exercise and doesn't quite know where to start. Maybe their self-confidence is a bit low. This is usually a main worry. You know, they're focused on other people. They're going to be worried that they're going to be judged by other people in the gym. And just from experience, I can tell you now that like 99% of the people could not give a shit what you are doing. They are just focused purely on themselves. I know when I'm in the gym, just headphones on, as loud as they go, so loud that I can't even hear the other music going on from the gym speakers. If someone's next to me talking, can't hear what they're saying. I'm just purely focused on me. Like 9 times out of 10, people just go to the gym to shut off from the world, just to ignore their own problems, their own things going on in their lives, just for an hour or two. It's just, you know, an escape, a release, just for them to focus on themselves and work on themselves. Yes, you do always get them knobs in the gym that try and hype up every now and again, try and correct what you're doing, think they're helping, but really not. You know the type, some people have probably been there, but, you know, it doesn't happen too often. Yes, it does happen enough for it to be more ache. Now, best you can, try not to worry too much about what other people are thinking of you, because I can pretty much guarantee they're not even taking any notice. Okay, so next point, a simple one, just go at off-peak hours, you know, go when it's quieter. If you know you're worried about some things to do with the pandemic, rightly so. If you're worried about too many people being there, if you are worried about, you know, others judging you, or you know you're just not feeling very confident right now, just go when it's quiet, go when not many people are there. From a gym I work at, you know, it's usually sort of busy around sort of early to mid morning-ish, like people either going before work, or if they've got a day off, we'll probably give themselves a little bit of a lie-in, and then rock up an hour or so later in the morning. And then it's obviously busy sort of late afternoon, early evening-ish. People are finishing work, first thing they do, go to the gym, and then we'll go home. So try and avoid most sort of times. Either go like really early in the morning when not many people are going to be there, midday-ish at night. There's plenty of time to sort of potentially fit a workout in where there's not going to be many people around. So again, that's something really easy you can do to help those feelings of anxiety you may have. Okay, number 6, if you're worried about going to the gym and you're worried about like where to start or what to do, or you've just completely sort of forgot everything, or you're just completely stuck about what to do, talk to an instructor, talk to the staff at the gym. They will be more than willing to help. Like, believe me, as someone who works in the gym, I've just been like so looking forward to seeing people again and talking to people, catching up. That for me, above all else, is the best part of the job, is speaking to people, getting to learn about people, building that rapport. And it's something I really love. So they will be more than willing to help out, even if they're not sure the answer. If you've got a question just about a particular exercise, or you've got a bit of an injury or something, and you just want a bit of guidance. Like, even if they don't know, they'll probably try and find out and get back to you. You'll never just be left on your own. If they're a good, instructor or staff member anyway, I assume there's probably some out there that maybe aren't the greatest. I don't know, I've not come across too many, but I can probably guarantee that there might be 1 or 2 people watching this that have had some horror experiences with like PTs or physios, therapists. But yeah, if it's something you're worried about, or just you need a bit of help, you speak to the instructor. That I'm sure they'll be more than willing to help. Okay, so number 7, I think we're on. This is a good one. So go with a friend. Yes, obviously at the minute, so social distancing, all that kind of thing. Might have to keep apart a little bit. But yeah, take a friend along if you want that bit of moral support, you want that bit of extra, comfort there. Go together, do the same workout, so obviously you've both got that same goal you're trying to reach, that like group mentality, working towards a common goal. Probably feel a lot better, bring you closer together. It's a shared experience, improve your rapport with your friends. It will probably help you feel more at ease when you've got someone with you also doing it and helping out and giving you that extra bit of support. It can really help. But I know a lot of people that hate training on their own. They're not sure what they're doing, so they like to go to group classes. Well, obviously they're not on at the minute, but like normally they go to group classes because they like to be around others. They just don't want to be left on their own. They're not sure what they're doing, so being around others where they can sort of copy and watch and get tips and help and support and all these other things, it really helps them. It helps keep them motivated. So if you're one of those people, take a friend with you, even if they're not a member of that gym. Most gyms do have like a day pass sort of scheme where you just pay a couple of quid, whatever, and they can just work out alongside you for the day. So that's always pretty handy. So yeah, bring a friend along. They can provide support for you. They can help you with any worries, concerns you may have. Okay, so number 8. Again, this is something you can do before you even step foot in the gym to help, calm those nerves, make you feel a bit better. And it's a simple one, but try and get a decent night's sleep the night before. Try and eat well the day before. Try and eat a decent breakfast that morning, or just try and eat well that day if you go later on in the day. They may not produce feelings of anxiety per se, but they're going to make you feel a lot better. They're going to make you feel brighter in mood. If you've slept well, if you've got all these good nutrients, vitamins and minerals just in your system, your body's going to feel more awake, you're going to feel more alert, and it's probably going to improve your mood a bit. Which, you know, if you go into something with a better mindset and feeling better, you're probably going to enjoy it more coming out the other end. Like if you're feeling like really shit, you've had a horrible night's sleep, you've ate crap that night, and then you can't sleep well, because, you know, you might eat a load of chocolate before bed or something, and then, you know, you've got all this sugar rush going, you've got that headache where it feels like there's a cloud above your head, you can't quite sleep, you wake up groggy in the morning. Chances are you're probably just going to think, oh, just can't be bothered with the gym today, I'm going to skip that. And then that sort of gives you an excuse to not go as well. Like if you're not feeling great or you don't want to, you know, you're probably going to lean more towards just not going and sacking it off. Where, you know, as you make a bit of an effort to try and feel good, feel better, improve your body and how you feel, then you might be more inclined to go, might feel better, and potentially reduce again some of those feelings of anxiety. Okay, number 9 is something that, you know, you're perfectly well in your right to do. Just go and check the gym out first if you're not sure. If you're thinking about joining a gym and you've never been to one before, you know, you're allowed to go and check it out. Some gyms also offer like a try before you buy sort of thing, where you can have a workout session almost free, like you sign a day pass, visitors pass, whatever. You might be able to like, have a little trial and then decide you want to join. But, you know, that's your chance to like check the gym out, how many people are there, how many people are paying attention to the rules, how clean is it, how engaging are the staff, how friendly are the staff, you know, how nice are the members, how friendly are they, you know, do they say hello, do they put the weights away, are they considerate of others, all these sort of things. This, again, something you can do. Like, there's no commitment there. You know, just because you've turned up at a gym and inquired about joining doesn't mean you necessarily have to. There's no obligation there. You're completely within your right to say, actually, this isn't the gym for me, thank you for your time, goodbye. Perfectly normal, it happens over time. So, you know, it's got to be right for you. You've got to feel comfortable there. So yeah, again, just go check it out. If you are already a member and you're worried about going back, again, this is where some of these other things tie in. Just go in for half an hour or so, check it out, go at these offbeat times where it's quiet, just dip your toe back in the water, build it up from there, and hopefully that will help. And last point, guys, I feel like I've probably blabbed on way too long again, as usual, but as someone who works in gym, people might not be expecting me to say this, but if you really don't want to, don't go. Like, it's as simple as that. Like, if your anxiety is that high, if you're feeling so overwhelmed that the thought of going, you know, is like making your heart race, and you're worrying, you're sweating, and, you know, maybe even get yourself to the point where like you're just sort of breaking down and crying, like, don't go, give yourself time. They're not going to go anywhere, these places. Like, let's say they do close down again. Most of them are going to open up again, probably. They're always going to be there. Don't be so hard on yourself. If you need that extra bit of time, just take it. Yes, obviously you don't want to like sort of sit and like just close in on yourself completely and just never go again. Like, at some point it might get to a point where you sort of might have to at least just try, even if it's 5-10 minutes just to get out of the house. But, you know, if it really bothers you that much, just don't go. Like, your mental health, your physical health is the most important thing, and if you're only going because you feel like you have to, just do something else instead. Just go for a walk, see a friend, walk the dog, be a bit more active around the house, you know, clean the house, find a little project, do some gardening, do something else. The gym's always going to be there to welcome you when you feel ready. You know, and if you are someone with like real sort of prescribed anxiety, you know, generalized anxiety disorder. My next video will be about generalized anxiety disorder in a couple of weeks' time. Hopefully that will help you along with this video. I'll go into more details about that rather than blabbing on now, but yeah, if it's really affecting you that much, don't go. And then when you do feel ready, just do, you know, go through the list that I've just listed and gone through now. Go through all those points, make sure you hit as many as you can, and, you know, put yourself first, and then when you feel ready, go for it. Alright, that is that, guys. So just a quick summary about gym anxiety and some things you can do to help reduce those feelings of anxiousness, of worry, etc. So, number 1, plan your workout beforehand. Number 2, start easy and build up. Number 3, make sure you've got a really good playlist at hand. Number 4, best you can, try to focus on yourself, focus on what you're doing, try not to worry too much about what others are doing. Number 5, go at off-peak hours. Number 6, if you need help, talk to the instructor, they're always willing to help. Number 7, go with a friend. Number 8, get plenty of rest the night before and eat well that day and the day before. Number 9, check the gym out first, make sure it's the right gym for you. And number 10, as we've just discussed, if you really don't want to go, just don't go. Take some time, go at a later date. And there we have it. And as I said right at the beginning, I do have a joke for you. I have thought of one. So here we go. What do you call somebody with no body or no nose? Nobody knows. These get worse. Bye. Subscribe. Hi guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that video, give it a like. If you want to hear more from me, drop a comment in the section down below. And as always, don't forget to hit subscribe. Alright, see you soon.